Yep. We're live. Hey, we're live on the internet. We are here for the Retro Handhelds podcast. We are hot on the heels of the launch here of the Retroid Pocket 5 and Mini, so we're going to be talking about that. I just before the show got into AYANEO Pocket Micro for review and finished filming today out in the park in 80-degree weather. What's wrong with me? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow because the video goes live then. But this thing, I didn't have time to add it to our topics list, but I just wanted to show it real quick. All glass front, super premium. Really nice hardware, but it has janky software. It's a pre-production unit, and so yeah, stay tuned for my video tomorrow. We have today Mr. Ban from Ban Unboxed. We have trusty co-host Rob, the Retro Tech Daddy.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us.
And once again, joined by our good friend from the UK, Shem from RetroBreeze.
Hello.
New father, how are you?
Yeah, I'm. Hold on. What is that thing in my background?
He's alive.
Just a tissue or a little bit of spit
Something like that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm good. How are you guys doing? It's been quite a while.
Yeah, we're pretty much here. We're alive. We're keeping up with the handheld releases just barely.
Yeah.
And it's been a nice warm summer. I don't know. How are you?
Yeah, good. Tired and
4 a.m. for you,
it's
right?
been a wild month, and other than that, everything's fine. Just trying to do what I can in terms of videos. I have quite a lot of leave of my day job, so that's nice. But
Nice.
yep,
That is nice.
Yep,
You
that's
get
how it is.
You get some time. Of course, I know baby takes up most of the time, and I do owe you a Red V90, of course.
That's
but-
true. I wasn't
but-
bringing it up.
I know it's okay. I'm glad we waited till now. But I know it's like 4 a.m. for you, but thank you for being here with us and just joining us. And we're talking about other stuff today too. So we're also talking about the new Anbernic RG406V, brand new released. It is, of course, that time of the month for Anbernic, and so we have a new device. Here we go. This actually looks like the coolest one of some of the devices lately. I'm serious, like the RGQ, but in a vertical form factor. So we're going to talk about that. There's something called the Helegaly K560 and K556.
Helegaly.
Helegaly?
Helegaly?
Hella illegal.
Helegaly. Well, anyways, we
Helegaly.
thought that was a Powkitty knockoff, and it's back to haunt us now. And it actually looks pretty cool, and our community has some votes going on, so you can choose the colorway. It's really cool. AMD has the new Z2 Extreme chip, which boasts 300% battery life increase, which is crazy. Cemu for Android, so much more stuff. We're going to take a look at this fancy 8-bit toe Wukong controller, Blacksmith Wukong, and hang out with our buddy Shem. So without further delay, first we're going to talk about what games we're playing. So, Ban, starting with you, man, what have you been playing this week, and what have you been playing it on?
Well, you kind of started with the worst person. Unfortunately, I haven't really been playing a whole lot this past
Been
week.
tinkering?
No, I've been super busy.
Yeah.
You've been,
I mean,
what are you thinking about playing? How about that?
Probably.
What do you aspire to play?
I mean, I'd like to go back to playing my same game from the last 2 weeks of Axolotl, but somebody has my Legion Go right now.
You know what? That's fair. You sent me the Legion Go, and thank you, by the way, so I can confirm the speakers are nowhere near as good as the claws.
Yeah, but how's that screen though?
The screen is, it's chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah,
Looks like the
yeah,
Y700.
nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Y700 screen, so good.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. And I noticed that the Axolotl game is pre-installed on it, but I don't own it, so it was sort of a torturous moment where I'm like, oh, I can't play this. I got to buy it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you. I have a claw video coming out, so I needed to borrow that. Thank you, Ban, for your sacrifice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds good. Shem, how about you, man? What are you playing this week?
So I've mostly been playing Spider-Man 2 on the good Spider-Man 2 on my RG556, which that game's so cool. I love the physics of swinging around. It's really
They
like
really
any-
nailed it in that game. Yeah.
yeah, they did, and they made it so like there's some technique involved to do it well. And I really like, rather than just like holding R2 and just swinging, you have to actually like engage with the controls. That's been really cool. And I've been playing Bendy the Dark Revival a little bit.
Okay.
My wife and I are trying to play it in the small time we have available.
Right. I remember
but,
those. Remember those days.
Yeah, we love the first bendy, and this one seems to be just as good so far. And I think that's more or less about it. I've been playing Sonic Mania on my XU Mini M, which is cool.
Ooh.
Runs pretty well.
How do you feel
And,
about the
yeah.
how do you feel about the chip deception?
You know, you can pry this thing from my cold dead hands anyway. I freaking love it. Like
Same.
I absolutely love it. And you know, yeah, it sucks about the chip. But I mean, it also cost me like £30, and it's amazing for what it is. So you
kinda
know,
where
I'm
we
not saying
landed
you should
last
go out
week.
and buy it. I'm not saying it's acceptable, but
Yeah.
I still love it. It's
Yeah.
gonna
Fair.
be like my weird little guy.
Yeah, I think it's
know.
my favorite out of the mini handhelds, honestly.
Oh
really,
yeah, like
I really enjoy it a lot.
yeah,
I still
for sure.
feel that way too.
Yeah.
I
Same.
love the
No.
Miu A30 so much, but I think this takes it for me. Like it
Yeah.
is so good.
Well, that's cool to hear. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The A30, I don't know. I'm still coming around to it, but I think the XU Mini, just with its sticks, just gets me every time. I'm like, oh, that's the one I reach for. You know what I mean?
Especially in that size, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is a nice step forward in terms of just the analog stick controls. I like seeing that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Definitely. And also, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even mention. So we did start 30 minutes late today. If you're wondering where the hell were these guys for 30 minutes, yes, we wanted to make sure everybody, us included, had a chance to order the Retroid Pocket 5 and Mini if you were planning to. Just, you know, our focus as well was like, okay, I want to get the combo deal and get that in for review, hopefully soon. But with that, Rob, what are you doing this week? What's going on?
Oh, well, Zoo's going to be real proud of me because I played and beat all 3 Game of the Month games
What?
this past week.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
Wave
yeah.
Race,
Wave Race,
Katamari.
Katamari, and then what was the Puzzle Bobble?
No
And
way.
All done, yeah.
I'm
He
so
played
proud
enough
of you.
games for me too.
I'm so proud of
Yeah.
you. Yeah, can I have one of your
That's right, Zoo.
Hey, you know what? You know what, man? I beat Wave Race this week, but then I unfortunately saved my state right after that, so it's back on the title.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw.
And so I'm gonna have to play
It's
now.
20 minutes. Come
I can
on.
beat it. Well, it's 35. It's 35. It was 35 minutes. Excuse me.
I mean,
Actually, over,
if
like,
you're coming
3
in last
sessions.
place, sure. But I mean, I
Hey,
usually
now, that was
get
35.
the best lap times.
Well, now I figure I might as well play in hard mode while I'm at it, and then when I'll really
That's
feel like
fair.
I earned my points.
fair.
So
That's fair.
yeah, there it is.
I love Wave
There's-
Race.
it's
Ah,
so
such a good
satisfying.
game.
It's very satisfying.
It's such a good game.
Very
I
satisfying.
still can't get over how good the physics are in that game.
Yes.
The water physics are unreal.
Dude, it was my first time playing this game, and just yeah,
Really?
the
Oh,
turning. Yeah, the
wow.
turning. I was like, oh, this is really advanced for N64.
It's crazy. I don't know how they pulled this off, and it was a launch game too. It
Yeah.
just I don't know how they did this. It's amazing.
It's very zen. It's very zen, very mellow, and definitely fits that serene
Yeah.
September theme we got going this month. So
I would say Puzzle Bobble, not so much. There were some stages that were really difficult. I was like, there's nothing serene about this. I wanted to just chuck my 40SXV across the wall.
Oh, so is that what you played all of your Game of the Months on? Or
Just two of them.
Oh,
So
two
and
of
then
them.
and then I played Katamari Reroll, so that's the remaster
Okay.
release, whatever, on Steam. So I played that actually on the Air 1S. Really liking that device quite a bit.
Oh, maybe I need to pick it up on Steam too.
I know a lot of people don't like the controls. For me, like I played Katamari since it first came out on PS2, so
Yeah.
my mind just is wired. I know how the
Goes
controls
there.
work, and it just for me, it's just kind of second nature. But I could definitely see it being difficult for some people coming in and not understanding how you use both analog sticks. It makes sense once it clicks, though. That's the thing, and it's like, okay, this is perfect the way it is.
Yeah, you just got to imagine the analog sticks through your
Right.
hands on
Yeah,
the ball.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. That's actually a really good way to think about it. Yeah.
I got a black 40XXV in, by the way, and I actually now am rivaling this versus my white unit. I think that this one definitely you don't notice the screen as much. Like it all kind of bleeds
Okay.
together nicely, and I like that. But as far as what I've been playing, sorry to interrupt you guys. My brain is fried today. I was out in the sun way too long filming with the micro. As far as what I've been playing, it's just been Star Ocean. on my ZPG A1 Unicorn.
It took
There
you
it is.
long enough.
Nice.
I know. Well, you know,
Yeah, I saw that.
it's because Jack in our Discord was like, "Hey, I'm willing to possibly sell my B-Duck AYANEO Air Pro or whatever it is, the nice bright yellow one and a gray one, if Stubbs beats Star Ocean Blue Sphere. I'm not selling it to anybody in this Discord until he does it." And so I'm like, "Oh no, someone's counting on me, and I can't let people down that much." And so I'm with the guide. I'm stepping through this game finally, step by step. Excruciating step, but it's still a Star Ocean game, and I appreciate the mechanics, and I like some of my favorite characters there from Star Ocean 2. So, and the unicorn is beautiful on that screen, so come on.
Divine Force looks really cool too. I kind of want to give that a try.
Me too, yes. Divine Force is on the to-do eventually, but first we have to play this, and then we have to play End of Time. Yeah, there you go. So Blue Sphere is basically a 2D version of the Star Ocean formula, and it works pretty well. The RPG mechanics are fun, and I like some of the different abilities from the characters. Like Ashton just shoots fireballs, and yeah, it's good. It's a lot of effort to get through it, and I will keep working on it. So thanks, guys. But with that, let's dive into what we all came here to talk about, because I don't know about you guys, but I definitely pre-ordered an RP5 and a Mini as the combo deal. It was only $369. I'm like, screw it. Too. I wasn't planning to get either. I'm figuring like maybe we'll do a review unit situation, but this is that $369 was a good deal. I'm like, well, what if? So I went with the SFC model, and let's see. Yeah, for the RP5 here, I went with the GameCube version. Beautiful.
That's
and then
the one I went with as well. Yep.
And then for the Mini,
can't stay away. I see GameCube, and I'm just a sucker for that color and the design.
And the Saturn looks so gorgeous.
That's the one I got for the Mini.
And
I was torn between that and the orange one.
So I thought I was going to get the orange one, but I ended up going with the SFC, the black and red one.
Which is really nice, too.
The orange was the other one that called me.
I know. I'm like, because it's so unique. I really like the backplate. It's just
You know what you could call it?
What?
You could call it the Dreamcast color.
Right?
Kind of is, or like Half-Life.
Yeah, very much. Or the Half-Life one. I've been calling it the Half-Life one.
Hey, producer Sony, can we take a look at the SFC one as well? I wanted to show that one. Yes, that's sexy.
That's nice. I haven't seen that one. That's awesome.
When I went to actually press the button to order, I couldn't do it on the orange one. I'm like, this one, the bezel is sort of hidden, so it's all one flat piece of glass basically. And I'm like, oh, the back is sexy, the maroon, the buttons, the D-pad, and I just switched my mind at the last moment. But we've been talking the Retroid 5 and Mini to death over the last few weeks, and so I don't want to spend a ton of time on this other than to ask you in the live chat and listening at home, let us know in the comments, what did you order, if you ordered at all? Do you think this is ridiculous? And I saw some people on Reddit were like, this is a scam. All they have is renders. How do we trust them? And it's like, oh, you haven't first time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a little bit different approach this time, but I guess I'm just not remembering how the Retroid Pocket 4 stuff went, because I think they did kind of a similar thing, right? They announced it, pre-orders went up, and then review units started going out afterwards, I think.
Right, and so we've been here enough times where it's like, at least for me, I don't have any doubts that I will get my unit, but will we see some of the same first batch jank and quality control issues this time? Probably we're going to see something. Yes. I'm guessing something is going to happen. I don't know what, but at every launch, there is always something the community latches onto as this big deal breaker. And so Retroid does respond and fixes it. And so we would say, if you haven't ordered yet, consider not ordering, waiting a little bit for the first batch units and the reviews to come out, which reviews are not coming out, unfortunately, until after today's pre-order period ends. But the first 24 hours, you get the best deal and all that. But I would say hold off if you're not okay with having potential jank going on your unit. All these pre-production devices from not just Retroid, but I mean AYANEO and everybody, there are just first batch woes, early adopter tax you're going to pay. That's my
Yeah,
That's
they're
my
definitely
sub.
trying to capitalize on that FOMO a little bit with the 24-hour pre-order pricing and all that.
It got
trying to get-
me. It got me, man. What do you
I
think,
have
Shem?
I have some cynicism here.
Let's hear. Oh yeah, let's dig
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
First of all, I think the 865 was a freaking awful choice for this handheld because it really doesn't offer anything above the RP4 Pro. Realistically, it just doesn't. Maybe like better driver support, but yeah, whatever. I find it really concerning that they thought it was acceptable to ship this with Android 10. Like that's baffling to me. And I know that they've now said, okay, it's going to have Android 13, but that also makes me think that the software is going to be really crummy because, as far as I know, Android 13 has never existed on that chip. Maybe they've been
Right.
talking to Qualcomm.
That's
or
why I was
something,
surprised about that too. When they
Yeah.
backpedaled and said they're doing Android 13, I was like, oh, they must be working directly with Qualcomm because
Yeah.
I don't know of any device with it.
Well, and
Yeah,
what's
and
changed
you know-
since last week, anyways? I mean, the 8 gigs of RAM was announced, right?
Yeah, and I think it's. I don't know. I'm very skeptical of the quick turnaround of how quickly this changed. Like we went from 6 gigs in Android 10 to actually no, that's not true. Right before pre-orders, and I'm like, how far in development is it? How much work are you going to get to do on the software in that time?
Right.
And how are you? I don't know. It just seems a little sketchy to me. I'm not paying for those, at least until I see them come out and they're a little bit
You
better.
see-
But then even so. The Retroid Pocket 4 Pro has such a special thing. Like it was just such a cool little handheld, and so was the 3 and the 3 Plus. And I can't help but think that this doesn't quite have the same magic for me. Just the new design, it just kind of the bigger screen, at least on the 5. I don't know. I'm just kind of on it. The
I
Mini,
kind of agree with you on that, especially on the 5. I feel like
Yeah.
yeah,
the 5 is a little bit less interesting to me. I think the Mini's kind of fun because it's a smaller device and there's a lot of
Yeah.
power there. But the 5 feels like it's a little bit too soon. I think they could have just waited till next year for something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, and also let's not forget that the actual price of these, or the price of the RP5, is going to be increased because of the 8 gigs of RAM, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's read between the lines here. That's what they've said. So the early pricing won't change, but it sounds like the standard
The
pricing
retail.
will.
By $6. Yeah. So it's going to be
Yeah.
$225 in the end for retail for the RP5. As far as what's changed as well since last week, we've been covering this extensively, and so I'm trying to remember the details, what's different from then till now. Again, the 8 gigs of RAM, which is nice to see, but yes, it's sort of like, how far along are we? Typically, we're used to Retroid being able to produce these units within a month or so of pre-orders going live, and we just are trusting that at this point. But we also discovered that that they're shipping, of course, end of September for the Mini, and then separately end of October for the RP5, which is really aggressive timelines. Let's see if they can actually pull that off with the 5 specifically. I have hope for the Mini. It seems like that's probably further along. They're already maybe producing that, right? But also people are wondering, if you buy the combo, are you going to get them both shipped together? Or are you going to get them shipped separately? And it turns out Retroid says, hey, we are going to ship the Mini first. When that's ready, separately, we're going to ship you the RP5 for one shipping payment.
Which is nice. That's
So
definitely
what
nice.
about import fees though? That's
Oh.
probably pay twice in those.
yeah, that's pretty bad. Like no,
So-
I'm not criticizing Retroid on that, but it's something to consider.
Yeah, and
I wonder if you could tell them to hold it, if you can opt into to do that. I wonder if that would be a thing. Maybe
It'd be nice.
that'd be
Just
nice.
say,
I mean, I know a lot of international
ask them
buyers
to
have that
together.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for us as reviewers, it's like, send us those things as fast as possible. Let's see what they can do. Let's, not only to help people out, but it's great to get the content out. And I'm really excited to play with these AMOLED screens on these. That's really the key for me. The spec stuff, I'm okay. Less storage, usually less RAM. Android 10 versus 13 for me isn't a huge deal unless we're talking about Switch emulation or, stuff like that. But I'm very happy with the Mini. If I was only going to buy one, I only got 2 for content, but if I was only going to buy one, I would say the Mini is the one that I'm most excited for.
Same.
Having 4:3
Same.
aspect ratio with AMOLED, I mean,
100%.
come on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
6 gigs is
100%.
fine. Android 10 is okay by me for that one. I'm not going to play Switch on there. Let's get real, but
It's only slightly bigger than the 2S, and probably. And I actually thought the 2S was pretty comfortable, but this looks like it's going to be even more comfortable with those curves in the back. And I'm like, it just, to me, having that kind of power with that capability and that size is just always exciting for me.
Have we talked about? I'm trying to remember. Last Monday was the 2nd. Did we already talk about the Linux options coming to this?
I think all this stuff didn't all this news
just come out
this
after?
whole past
Let me
week.
take a look. Yeah,
They were like trickling it out every day a little bit more.
Every little bit, and that was tough
Yeah.
as like a news outlet. I'm like, okay, wait, oh, now this is going. Okay, let's get that post out. Oh, this is going. Let's get that post out. Oh my God, things are happening.
And things are literally happening live. With the
The
whole Android
Snapdragon.
10 thing. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
And Shem, I'm going to counter you on the 865. The 865 is awesome because the XR2, like in the Pimax portal, I thought that performed okay. Battery life was meh, but I thought the 865 is decent, and we're going to be able to play PS2 and GameCube and all that. But I'm not as in the weeds with the chips there, and you get those Adreno drivers, right? For turnip drivers for
There's
Switch,
a lot
right?
of support for the 865. I mean, it's got a lot of driver support, and just it's well documented in terms of what it can do and things like that. So it will be interesting.
Yeah. Just to reply to Dawson James in the chat, I totally agree.
What did he say?
Don't get why everybody's excited about the Mini. I'm not on board with that at all. Not one
But
bit.
it's
It's
4:3
way
aspect ratio.
The more I
AMOLED,
play,
dude.
I know, but the more
Price-wise, I
play,
agree.
The only other way we
Price-wise,
have
I agree though.
the only
you
other way
guys-
we have it
powerful
is with the
handhelds like
Surface.
3.5-inch screens. I'm just not in it. It's
Okay,
just
all
not
right.
for me.
Shem's poor aging eyes.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to see too these days. I was squinting at the AYANEO Micro when I was filming because I had a camera in front of me, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what am I doing in Celeste? But the 4:3 aspect ratio, the only other device that comes close is the Surface Duo, and so this is potentially for me a Surface Duo killer, minus the second screen, of course. But
Yeah.
you do get that really nice 4:3. So I don't know.
Maybe it's just my younger eyes that are fine with the smaller screen.
My eyes are fine, but I just
A lot of bezel.
I've been thinking like if I have a powerful device, I just like to have it on a big screen. I don't know. I'm still waiting for like
we've
a
seen
really
your
nice 7-inch
telescopic game,
Android.
Shem. We know what you do
We
with
know
those
what-
Yeah,
telescopic
I know.
controllers.
We know what you have.
It's
We know
ruined
what
me.
you
It's
have.
literally ruined me. Yeah.
We know it. We know what's going on there. What do you think about the? What do you think about that? Can't talk, guys. What do you think about the Batacera news?
Hold on. Wait. The Batacera news, because
Oh yeah, that was
that
interesting.
doesn't make any sense.
That was kind of odd.
They said it will be
That was very odd, yeah.
officially supported, and then Batacera had beef with them on Twitter about it.
And they're like, we haven't heard of this.
And
But
they
they
were
did
like, "What are you
say
talking about?"
they did say after that. Okay, we're gonna send a unit to you guys if you want, and you can help us. Batacera team said, all right, that's cool. Well, you can contact us if you need help, but we're not saying we're officially supporting this. And so it sounds like Retroid is going to have a build ready for by the time these land in our hands of both that and Armbian. So it's interesting to see where that's going to be at. They said they have videos dropping to their YouTube channel this week. So
Cool.
Which means we're going to see the actual devices in hands. Their hands, of course.
I hope they do a
We
video
all,
for,
we
like,
all
Unreal
groaned
just
in unison in
overexpose
that
it.
one.
Yeah, apparently.
I know. It's so this device is both these devices are polarizing. I've noticed in the community.
Interesting thing, yeah. It's
It's
pretty
one.
weird.
The Mini is one I've been more excited about than a lot of these other handhelds lately. The RP5 is cool because of the GameCube colorway. That's kind of where it's like. Otherwise, it's like, okay, this is very similar to a Odin Mini or a AYANEO,
Pocket
Evo
Air.
or Pocket Air. It kind of, I don't know if it's going to move those out from me or not, but the Mini to me is more exciting, and I'm stoked on it. But a lot of people are absolutely like, why the hell are they doing this? It's the ugliest design they've ever done. Why an all glass front?
You
Why
know what's
are these-
funny about that though? You would
Yeah.
think that a GameCube color would have been on the Mini as well. Just
Ah,
4-3.
That would have been then,
right?
then
I mean,
dude, then that's
I don't
all I would have
understand that.
had to have gotten. I would have just ordered that one device, but I couldn't say no to the GameCube colorway to at least film it and see what it looks like in person.
Did you guys also notice that there's another thing that they've been doing with each new release is that the price starts to creep up just a little bit more, a
everyone's
little bit
price
more, a little
creep.
bit more. Yeah, that's
Yeah, this
you've
definitely
noticed that,
seems-
yeah.
because I
It
mean,
definitely seems more like an AYN device to me.
the
Yeah.
The
Very close.
original Retroid was super cheap.
Ooh, what do you
Yep.
got there?
Yep.
Oh, the RP1.
Yeah, the RP1.
Cheddar block. Let me see
Yeah.
that bad boy.
Oh,
Oh, he's.
I got
Arms
mine in a
wrapping.
baby blue. It's
'Cause, like,
quite nice.
I've got one of every Retroid form factor. I've got a flip on the way, and so it's kind of like I can understand why the price creep is there by just
Mhm.
having each one, but at the same time, it sucks that it's happening.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say so as well, man. But I'm more stoked on this so far than the RP4, but we will have to see reviews. We will have to see it in hands. We will see if they meet their shipping deadlines. And if you want to track, if you did order and you want to track your order, they have not only an order tracker for your specific order you can put in now, but they also have their delivery dashboard on their website. And so take a look there. Not only that, but they have a number of accessories, cases, screen protectors, and I actually skipped all that because I noticed, for me, I do not use screen protectors very often. By the time I put a protector on, I'm usually at the point where I'm selling the handheld or rehoming it or something like that. I
I'm
just
super
never get around
careful with
to
my
it.
handhelds. I don't do crazy things to them, so
In the cases, it's like I tend to just throw them in a bag or throw them in maybe, like this Tom Talk bag or something. I don't use the cases as much either. And so the back shell is interesting and all that. Protector shell.
Now
the
35
DIY stuff is cool though. They have a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of DIY
Yeah,
options.
they've
A lot
always
of
been good with
buttons
that.
and
Yeah,
make it look how you want.
yeah, it's
The-
really cool.
the 35-watt charger, I'm like, that's great value, but doesn't everybody else already have one?
We already have one. Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure. Do you want a Retroid branded one? I
So
think is the thing.
I should have used my 100-watt charger on it then, right?
Yeah. No, hold on.
I've never seen that RP4 Pro skin. That's awesome down there.
Yeah, they have a couple colors.
That's really cool. So
I like the I like the one that goes
that
on the
rainbow.
rainbow.
Wait, is that like
Look at
a?
that. That's so much fun. Look at
Those
that.
are
cool.
skins.
It almost looks
Yeah.
like Starfield kind of thing.
I don't.
Wow.
I don't want to put a sticker on my analog stick though.
No,
Yeah,
Right
that-
out here.
a little.
That part kills me.
little. What are we doing? But the stripes are cool.
Wait, and over the buttons. Oh, God, this is a fake. This
No,
is fake.
those
no.
buttons
Look
are-
at the buttons at the top. The volume
Wait.
and power.
oh, the volume.
what do
of
they do?
power-
Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
Move over to the volume and power. Yeah, that's fake. That's fake.
Oh,
Yeah.
unless
So
you're
in
literally
person-
putting the sticker over it.
In person, we're gonna see different, but we'll see. I ordered a set for my Odin Mini, anyways.
Wait.
I haven't put it on
Wait,
yet.
what?
What is that? They're not even lined up.
Not look at the man behind the curtain.
Please ignore the man behind the green curtain.
I like the color option though. I wonder what that looks like in person. Okay. All right. Well,
Yep.
and that's good. That's good, guys. So
I think,
we're divided a
one
bit on
last
this
thing
one.
on the one last thing on the
I'm
mini.
not
I wish they had
surprised.
not done analog triggers on the mini.
Really?
I think that would have been
Really?
really cool. Yeah.
Like
I'm kind
inline?
of over analog triggers a bit, but then I know GameCube uses them, so I'm
Yeah.
probably wrong.
Well, not
what it is.
necessarily. I think there's a case to be made either way. Like right here on my CB skibidi 408, whatever you want to call this thing. This thing does not work, by the way. It doesn't turn on. So Van, why did you have me buy
Oh.
this?
That reminds me, the right shoulder button on mine doesn't work anymore.
Oh no. Well, this has inline buttons, and I think they're totally fine. Minus, of course, that yours don't work and mine doesn't work at all. But I like
I
the
love how I
metal
got
shell
the
on this.
perfect unit.
I know, so I can't even tell if the touchscreen
Well,
works. It doesn't boot.
I
But,
think
I like these pads,
I'm
and I like the feel of it. It's nice. The crunchy D-pad's not my favorite. The sticks are okay, but the face buttons are very much like the GKD Pixel.
yeah.
But the CB408, I wouldn't rush out to buy this or anything, even if you
I
get it
don't
on
wanna-
sale.
I'm like 90% sure though the shoulder button thing was my fault. If you look at it, you can see they are definitely not even anymore.
Yeah, one of them is recessed into the shell.
Oh no! Oh no! The e-waste handheld has issues. Wow,
Well-
could have seen that coming.
I mean, if I hadn't opened it again, it was gonna be fine.
Remember what I said last week? I said
love
it was
you, H.
better than the E6 Plus.
This one,
So if that's a win for you, you Take
I
it
just
how
wanted
you will.
I just wanted to turn on so I could
I-
play with it.
This one is Rob's fault.
I just have a USB-A port on top.
Hey, you know what? I put like a mouse.
Why
Because
does
you
it say
can.
why does it say this is volume up? Randomly volume up is just one button by itself on the top, and here's the power
Oh,
button.
I love how the power
and then
and reset
volume
are
down
not
is
marked
over
at all.
volume down is over.
Uh,
Kind of want one.
Oh, it's definitely your kind of device, show. I think
Yeah.
you would enjoy it.
I
Yeah, I
can
think
send
so
you
too.
mine.
I'll take it.
I mean, I took your wiki pad.
That's true, you did.
Okay, guys. Well, Shem, do you have any more thoughts on the Mini or the RP5 before we move on?
No, I made the decision to get Tucky's Mr. Pi. So
Oh,
by the
yeah.
time they announced the
Oh, did you actually get it on?
Retroids, I was like, eh.
Those were tough to get, I heard.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they sold out in
Okay.
like 3
Yeah.
minutes each time.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
wild. I was outside a shop, like refreshing the page on my phone to try and get one.
Incredible. I want to see that in action. Are you going to cover it on your channel, or is it just for personal kind of play?
Rain check on all channel related activity.
Well, baby, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
am I
baby.
thinking?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
are
know.
you thinking?
I don't know, but I have a Red V90 on the way, so maybe that should
Nice.
go to Shem.
It-
He says it's the real red. He says it's actually cherry red, real red V90.
Nice.
You're being lied to.
100%. We've been through this before.
Well, I was like, I will
90
pay
is
him
still better
that.
than the SP for me.
I was about to give him $20, and he refused to take my money. So now I'm like, is it red?
It must not be if he's gonna just give
Is
it
it
to
red?
you.
Also, thank you, Michael Benny.
Less
will
disappointment
benefit-
that way.
That will benefit a child or myself. Love you. Okay, so let's talk about something new. The RG406V. It is time for Anbernic again this month. This time, we don't have an H700. We do have a vertical with 2 sticks and has the power of the T820 inside. So you have an RG Cube or RG, what's the other one? 556?
Yep.
Yeah.
Inside of a vertical form factor now. So it's basically the 405V on steroids. What do you guys think?
I mean, isn't it the same shell as the 405V?
It looks almost identical.
Very
Because
similar.
honestly, when I held the 405V, I actually really liked how it felt in hand.
I
But
love
my
that chunky-
biggest issue was like how light the shoulder buttons were. Because they were super easy to press.
Ooh.
If they fixed it on this one, I'm all in on the 406V.
Just please, Anbernic, this looks rad, and I actually am kind of hyped on this one, but please, no cardinal snapping on the sticks. Maybe this time.
or maybe just
maybe,
time to
maybe.
get on those Retroid sticks now. Let's
Maybe.
move away
Please.
from those switch sticks.
please.
Oh,
Please, Anbernic.
there's one important change though from the 405V,
What?
and that's the screen. It's higher resolution now.
Yes,
Really?
It's 720p, right?
Yeah, it's 960 by 720
Yep. Interesting.
No.
versus
No OLED
480.
though. It's IPS, right?
No OLED. It's IPS, but I will happily take a higher resolution screen.
What else do we know about it, specs wise yet?
I mean, with it being a T820, it's probably going to hold the same specs as the Cube and the 556.
And active cooling like both as well. So
Yeah, it's got that.
should be pretty good.
I'm gonna need to
hopefully-
see that badonk for Rob.
Yeah.
Rob's
Oh.
sake, you know.
Hopefully, it has that like lovely like fan vent on the back.
Like on the 4.
I love that.
Yeah, it was such a weird.
Did it look? It looked like
design.
it could have been like a Gamma logo of some type.
Maybe that's what the true Gamma handheld is on. the way.
Hopefully the display doesn't have that over sharpening effect.
Oh,
Like,
please no.
I'm like, please let's not
Uh,
go back to those days.
Please no.
It's
Please
so
no.
awful.
Let's not
If
do
we
that.
do, and he likes the device enough, he'll fix it.
Also, the shoulder buttons on the 405V, the reason I didn't keep that one in the end was because I kept accidentally pressing those damn shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
So I hope that's been taken into account on this one.
Yes.
They
One
fixed
and
it.
R1
They fixed it mostly for the 406 or for the what the hell 40XXV. Dude, there's so many devices, guys. How do
I
we
like-
even keep up?
I don't even
I
know
love
which
that
color I
small
like here.
screen on 3DS.
Like a little-
Why would they show that? That looks so bad.
Hey, at least they're not using the on-screen D-pad.
Oh
That
no!
would be nuts.
Which color are you guys liking the most here? I'm kind of like
That white is freaking hideous.
I like the gray
they're
personally.
all kind of hideous to me.
I like the gray the best, for sure.
I think that the one thing that they needed to improve on the 406 or on the 405V was the speakers and the speaker placement. There's plenty of room for front-facing stereo.
Yeah,
It's not going to have it, and I think it's still going to sound garbage. This one is a total non-starter for me.
So
Especially because, you know, I'm really, really sick of Anbernic's analog stick issue, and they keep
Well-
like making excuses and kicking the can. I'm just like, whatever.
so are you gonna deny a review unit when they offer it to you?
I've
That's
actually
Popular. That's been
receiving
popular this week. on this
all
one.
review units right now because I can't, you know,
Yeah.
fill obligations. So
That's good on you. I know that's God. That'd be man.
I
Ambernic
still
must
have,
be like,
like,
why is everyone saying no to this handheld? Well, fix those sticks for one.
that's the big one.
I wish they would just switch to the Retroid sticks.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. If the freaking XU Mini M can have it, then there's no excuse anymore.
yeah,
No.
No,
No, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking of like what could be their reasoning to keep using these, especially when Retroid now has like the RGB around their own sticks.
Because there's like a massive landfill with these Switch sticks somewhere. That's why they have so many of them.
They
Just
give you
keep
the
using.
they give you the bad sticks so that you can hope, hey, I'll buy the next one with sticks. It'll
Yeah,
surely
it's
be
gonna be in
better.
the 407.
yeah. The thing is, the sticks themselves aren't the issue. The sticks are fine. It's their driver. Somebody said it in the chat. Like they've screwed it with the software.
Yeah, the
They
software's
just
messed
won't
up.
fix it.
But I'm just talking about like
Right.
the range of movement. I'm so tired of
It's
that
not
limited
great.
range of movement
Yeah.
on the Switch
Yeah.
ones.
oh, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, the 406V.
Great question.
It does look interesting. I mean, we'll just have to see how it moves the needle for us. Is it too much like what we've seen before? Do you want a 405V with the extra oomph and the extra power? I would say yeah, especially because we have that AYANEO Pocket DMG coming out. Like this is going to be kind of directly competing with that one, even though that one is going to be ridiculously more powerful, almost too much power.
Yeah.
And like
We'll
4
see.
people are going to buy it.
Right? It's going to be a more niche thing.
I wonder how many people have bought it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is we're thinking about it from our perspective that we see every one of these devices, but maybe someone out there really loved the 405V and now they're excited. Hey, this thing got a power bump, and
This
that's
is
the
for
person that's
somebody.
going to buy it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know?
for
This
sure.
is for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why I always say, like, at the end of the day, we don't have to buy every one of these handhelds, and
No.
we don't even have to review every one of these handhelds either. So it's just, you know,
Blows my mind.
just-
Yeah, I mean, maybe that'll catch on as a trend. Like, hey, we just say no, thanks, we're
Yeah.
good.
I
You
I
know
don't review every Anbernic. I mean, I definitely skip some of them. So it's just, you know, sometimes you got to sit back and say, okay, do I
like
need to
that.
make a review on that? You know, maybe
Right, and then you have this extra device. What do you even do with it at that point?
yeah, can offer a different point of view on it. Maybe just do some showcases, things like that, instead of just always doing the review angle on it. So, you know, it's just something to think about.
If the ergonomics are right, this one might excite me. It looks the sticks look like eyeballs to me. They're like googly eyes.
You
see
get
that?
You should put some googly eyes on it.
You can put the little buck teeth underneath for the select and start.
Yeah, I want to see that mod. Buck teeth and 2 googly eyes on the joysticks.
The one time I'll accept a sticker on the thumbstick.
That's good.
They should do the sticker like Powkitty does.
That'd be good.
They should make sure that the sticker goes over the screen in the renders too.
I know. Well, that's not all that's new this week. Also, Helegaly, how do we pronounce this?
Helegaly.
So I saw on
Helegaly.
on our Facebook group, I think it was the RH Facebook group, someone said it's hella illegal. And I was just like, that made me just fall to the floor.
The hella illegal. It basically is a kind of Powkitty type clone, but it's a higher end device.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to
yeah.
be budget, but it's actually, what is it? One of these, the K560 has like a G99, and the K560 had something like a Unisoc 610 or something. Was that it, or were those swapped?
Yeah, it was a G99 and a T620.
Oh, T620. Okay.
At least that's what our article says.
And I trust it. I trust the article.
I do too.
So this looks like a Powkiddy X55 type body with a higher end inside, and the colorways are super poppin'. There's actually a vote going on in our Discord. The Aeolus UX has been
cool
talking to Helegaly manufacturer and is actually taking the community's vote on what colors we want to see. So go in there and vote in our Discord in the Helegaly channel and in the rumor mill and put in your vote.
Official pronunciation on that.
Helegaly. I like the blue and red of these ones the best. That just kind of pops. So
I like the white and orange personally.
I like the black and orange. See, we all kind of like our different colorways.
Yeah, I like the black and white and orange.
Those are nice.
Blue and red is hideous stubs.
Definitely, that's fun. Cotton candy.
I'm not into the Retroid Pocket 5. I'm not into the 406V. Not into the Anbernic Micro. I'm all in on this bad boy. Hell yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. G99.
Yes.
Inject it into my veins. Like,
definitely.
Hell yeah. There's no way I'm not buying this. No way in hell.
I love you, man. Like I love getting your perspective. We got to have you on here more often. This is
it's
so
the
much
jank,
fun,
man. Why do you think I ordered
so
that's the skibidi? I mean, it's just there's something about the jank that pulls you in.
I know that screen's coming out. I can just tell by the renders. I can't wait.
Popping.
Does it have analog triggers?
I don't actually know. Do we say in the article? Dan?
I don't see it in the article.
Because if it doesn't, again, I'm into
piece
that.
screen.
I might be.
There's video footage. I remember.
Oh, there's video of that back.
Yeah.
So here's what it looks like. It looks like in real life, huh?
They got.
Oh man! Oh,
look at that plastic.
Oh yeah!
Look at that color.
The green and black.
That
if the D-pad's
gonna be.
That screen looks
glorious.
Exquisite.
So
yeah,
if you
$399, I'm in. I'm in for that for sure.
If the D-pad's right, if the D-pad is pulled off right,
who cares?
It could be good.
You're like, who gives a crap about this? But you don't even mind. You just want it. You just want it for the chipset and the price. I bet.
Yeah.
So right now, oh sorry. I was just gonna say there's 9 different colors like for the vote in the Discord right now.
Really, 9 color options.
Yeah, white.
There were some cool ones.
Yeah, I like. There's one that's black with like lime green buttons.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
There's also just like the all pink one because everyone.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, they had Kirby in the middle too.
That.
Everyone needs another unicorn.
Well, we'll be talking more about the Helegaly.
I like how it came back and actually ended up being a real device.
Everyone gave us a hard time. They're like, you guys are reporting fake news. It's a fake handheld. You know what? It's not fake. Look.
You know what?
Huh? Notebook check? Not fake. Okay, now.
You know what? Maybe you're fake.
Maybe I am. People say I'm an AI construct. Well, in my video tomorrow, I actually go out in nature and outside to prove that I'm not an AI once and for all. So my micro video was filmed in the forest.
AI generated forest.
Didn't remember the handout.
Can't prove nothing. Oh, hey, get that. Hey.
So yeah,
okay, guys.
Helegate. Oh god, sorry.
What a name.
Helegaly K560 is on my plate. I'm gonna eat. That's a full course meal for me.
It's just the name, the company name. Can I just say this one time and then get it out of my system? The company name sounds like as if somebody maybe had a stroke while writing the name down for the first. Well, I'm just gonna say it once. It's just I'm not sure about what that means. So someone tell me, and don't get me canceled.
Too late.
Oh man, how
I'm real. I'm real.
They're all trying to top Powkiddy. That's the thing, though. No one can top that name.
What's that other one? The baby one, Funny Baby or something. That's pretty
cool.
Good.
Baby. Cool baby.
Cool baby. There you
cool
go.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the cool baby.
How snappy do you guys think the start and select buttons are going to be? They're just going to be hard micro switches.
It's going to be
They're gonna be the loudest,
so
crunchiest
good.
things you can press.
Same one
Dude,
from the
so good.
X55.
Just get yourself a giant stub nub,
Oh,
and then
no.
you can just click it.
Yeah, you just need a giant stub nub.
Dude, how big of a stub nub do you own right now? This is. You can get.
We established that bands are bigger than yours.
Well, Ban's hands are powerful and mighty, so that's what I know about that. Let's talk about something else. You guys want to talk about CPUs and nerd out a little bit? Because
I like CPUs.
I heard the AMD Z2, the follow-up to the Z1 Extreme. The Z2 Extreme CPU boasts a 300% battery gain, which is freaking nuts if true. I don't know anything else. Can someone enlighten me?
I think
no idea
this,
what this is.
claim partly, I think it's got to be talking about like using frame gen and whatnot to reduce the power requirements.
Interesting.
That's what I'm thinking.
The black
they're
frame
doing there.
insertion stuff.
Yeah, all the AI tools that they have, the new
Interesting.
techniques that they have.
So
Because what it is basically, you can, let's say you can run a game at like 15 watts, but it will make it look like it's running at a better resolution and whatnot. So it's all the AI upscaling and all those features that they have.
wow, AI has a purpose now for
Somehow.
us. Okay.
Sold in the frame gen stuff, like I was talking about it on Black Myth Wukong, which
Oh,
it
Rob.
just doesn't look that good on it. So yeah.
Yeah, and I heard that Derek on our team is going to be doing some black frame insertion specific video to show this technology off. Because he also said, he's like, the results aren't super crazy good or anything, but it's good to show that it actually can do something. But I have to wonder, man, with all this news about this new chip and all that, how do you think this is going to affect like how much we use? I don't know, say a handheld with amazing speakers, and marketed specifically for having an AI chip inside of it. I'm talking about the Claw 8.
I was gonna say this is AMD, my friend. MSI seems to be only Intel.
Oh well, I just quit then. Goodbye.
Oh, he's gone. He's out of
gone.
here.
Well, I mean, Intel's got their. He should have not left. Intel has their own, upscaling tech too. So
No, don't tell him. Let him just
yeah, I'm not
leave
gonna
it.
say anything about it. He's gonna come back. He loves that claw.
So, do you think it's going to get good Linux drivers? Oh,
Probably. Yeah.
yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I have to ask about Linux when you're here.
Yeah, it'll be good. Linux always works. Always.
I mean,
It was popular enough. I think that the second go around will be the same thing.
yeah.
So this is the
Oh.
Ally X, right? On the
Yes.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't know what the handheld that's going to use the Z2 will look like yet.
Okay.
But they're saying early next year, I guess. So yeah, I mean that's a little bit sooner than I was expecting. I would have liked to have seen them give the Ally X a little bit more breathing room.
I know.
to extend the life a little bit of these
You
handhelds.
know, this is how this release cycle goes with these. It's
Oh,
becoming
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
laptops, basically. So when this chip comes out, we're going to see all the major brands releasing a version, besides, I guess, the MSI Claw, which I will forgive them this once.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Lunar Lake looks like it could be really good. So I am excited about what that could bring as well. I mean, maybe this time around it'll be the real deal in terms of what it does.
I hope so. And we'll see. So that battery life is really what just got me thinking, like, oh my God, 300%. If that's a real thing,
Especially if they, let's say, do another 80 watt-hour battery.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
you don't even need an 80 watt hour battery at that point. You can get away with
But
a
that's gotta be the
lighter device. I
Like,
know.
you know, like the 50 watt hour battery that's in like, well, that's going to be in the ACER Nitro Blaze 7.
Oh,
right,
that's
and that's
new
the thing.
also.
That handheld, doesn't it weigh exactly the same as
Wait,
the Ally X?
Wait, guys,
Yeah.
did we even we didn't even add the Nitro to the topic list, and didn't that come out after our show
Hey,
last week?
that's in our list. That's in our
It's
list.
in our list.
It's in our
It is?
list. I don't know why we skipped it. It's definitely worth talking about. There's a lot of interesting things going on with
How
that
did I,
handheld.
I was late last night when I put it all together, guys. Let's pivot into the Nitro and talk a little bit about it while we're talking about this.
Dang it,
So
Steps.
I know. I was very, very tired today.
I know.
Very tired.
There's no excuse.
I have lots of excuses. Acer enters the x86 handheld ring with the Blaze, and I've seen mostly AI renders, but this is actually a repurposed handheld by, I can't remember the name now, but we saw this earlier here, and they've just
the Terrence Force Handle
Terrence
5.
Force,
The Handle 5.
the Handle 5. Now Acer is putting their name on it, and it has some potential really cool things about it. It has an 8840 HS, not even a U.
Yeah.
What is that about? It has 144 hertz, 1080p display, a 7-inch screen. If they hit the right points, especially with the price, Acer might have a killer handheld in their hands. But take into account Acer's other products, they tend to be a little bit more the B tier level stuff traditionally. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I agree with that. Yeah, because anything that Asus does, Acer will do it, but they always come in.
They do it.
cheaper.
Yeah.
They always do it cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when it's in their Nitro lineup, because they also have the Predator
Which is the
handhelds.
higher end one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The thing that's kind of interesting is that obviously the body looks a lot like the Terrence Force, but
it's like a 1-to-1 basically.
there are differences in the specs. Like the Terrence Force lists only going up to a 120 hertz display.
Yeah.
Whereas this is 144. It's just pushed a little bit further.
What I think the Terrence Force was more so than anything was the Chinese, OEM just trying to get an example of a product, and they probably shopped it around so they could be the supplier for a bigger company like Acer, for example.
Yeah.
It helps minimize their R&D and investment into it. It's low risk for Acer. It makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like what Antec did with AYANEO.
Yeah. Though what's funny is that Terrence Force does have like a page where you can buy it if you're in the region.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting.
That looks cool. I like that design actually. I think people have been kind of memeing on it, but I kind of like it.
A lot of
flat front with the grips. It looks nice.
I don't know about that logo on the back, but other than that, yeah.
I have to say, PC World actually has a pretty good hands-on with it at the
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it's interesting because they were showing it's actually not as wide as the Ally X, for example. But what's crazy to me is that it still weighs the same as the Ally X. So it shows you how impressive the Ally X is in terms of just it packing an 80 watt-hour battery and still weighing the same as this. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, this is even more compact than the Ally X. So it's nice. It's interesting to look at.
Oh, by the way, I see a message in chat that says this was the Handle 7 coming
Handle
out
7.
before Acer bought it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember we chatted a little bit about it. Yeah, I didn't see the Terrence.
Yeah, because
Force or
a
anything
company like Terrence Force, I mean, no one knows what that is, and so it's the same idea. Just Acer has the brand recognition, they have the market penetration. They can actually provide support and all that stuff. So it's just it makes a lot of sense from that point of view.
And they do have some solid gaming laptops too. Like they do have some that I have a couple of friends I know who actually swear by Acer, and so I'm interested to see
ACER Nitro on my laptop, and it was always good bang for the buck.
Bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Solid value.
Yeah.
I think you're taking a loss on a few elements of the device, right, to save some money. There's maybe the screen isn't as crisp of an IPS or whatever it is, but for the value, let's see where it lands at. I hope
I hope they're competitive. I hope they price this thing right out of the box because it's just, you saw what happened with the Claw. They thought they could get away with charging more than the competition with an inferior product. It's didn't work out too well for them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
I think I just figured it out. It looks like the Pocket EX28.
Yeah, it does. Huh?
That's why I like it so much.
When I saw it, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, Win 600 on top, G Cloud on bottom."
Yeah.
Is this on top?
Pleasure on the bottom.
I don't know. Well, actually, you can call the Win 600 business with how many spreadsheets you could open.
Yeah, isn't that one of the marketing points for that device?
For some reason, yeah.
Spreadsheets. Thank you. Good. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that 8840 HS variant that they claim is in there, which is interesting because that thing can
Oh,
crank up power. So
yeah. I mean, it's gonna probably be balls to the wall, but oh my god, the battery life. And what are we gonna get with this? It's gonna be
1 hour.
1 hour.
yeah, because
AYANEO
it's like
Air.
you were saying,
Loki.
it's maxed
Yeah.
out at 54 watts, which is similar to what the Kun does with their version of the 7040U. They unlock it, but I'm like, you're talking about like what, an hour worth of battery life? You're lucky.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll have to see.
It's
Well,
not worth an hour.
you know what else
The
isn't
best
worth an
hour
hour?
of your life.
You know what else isn't worth an hour, Ben? Spending an hour on this topic. So let's talk about Cemu for Android, because that's in beta now, which is pretty cool. And I think
They're cooking fast there.
They're cooking
real
fast.
They're really cooking.
Yeah.
they have like what, 6 games that are working.
No,
No,
you're
it's-
thinking of
you're
thinking of Xbox.
Oh,
Xbox-
the next topic. That's
Xbox
right.
One.
We'll
Xbox
talk
One.
about that in a minute. But so Cemu for Android is going along. Here we show on the screen Super Mario Bros. U is working on an Odin 2. And so I guess we weren't expecting to see this until 2025. However, there's an alpha build of Cemu that's apparently out now. It's on GitHub. You can try out now if you want. Beware, though, that there is a plethora of bugs and issues to be worked out, and that the Android version will only work with .wua files. Okay.
Yeah, and also I think
Okay.
you need to have a specific version of Android. I think it's only 11 through 14, right, Ben?
Yeah, that's what I from what
And
I
then
heard.
also
Yeah.
only Snapdragon devices, I believe, as well.
Well, good thing I got an Odin.
Is this real? Because like
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
the
it's-
GitHub is X4UX, and then there's a mention of signing into Google to download games.
That's
the
just,
So
that's just their
They
AOL.
actually had a link to an archive.org listing for games.
So the X4UX is just their AOL handle from 2002. So it's
Oh,
just,
okay.
no, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I wonder if
That's
they
good.
took the links off for the ROMs because yeah, they literally link
Yeah.
you to an archive.
Oh, no.
In that format, the format that you specifically
No.
need, they made it as easy as
They can't do-
possible.
It's like the Anbernic downloader that we saw that was up for 12 hours.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you click on it. What's funny is clicking on the compatibility list takes you to the Cemu wiki.
Ah,
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
real. It works.
It works?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, more to
Yeah,
come.
why
So
not?
we're gonna on all of our
Yeah.
channels. I'm sure you're gonna start to see testing from us to see what this does, and more to come. Also, in emulation news, though, the Xbox One is getting an
Okay.
emulator, which is
That
crazy.
one is also cooking very fast.
that one. 6 games are fully playable now.
So I saw an update today. They actually got Forza Horizon 2 and 3
No way.
going in game, not in game, but at least to menus and whatnot.
Oh,
So
what?
it's
Wow.
it's happening fast. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah. And this is a compatibility layer. So this is
Using
just
wine.
doing a translation. Yeah, translation
Okay.
layer. So
I'm actually excited for this because I can destroy my productivity more with Forza.
Forza is so good.
The Bronco in that game is so sexy.
Because I believe two and 3 are not on PC, right?
they're not.
No.
Yeah,
You,
that's why that right there. It's becoming the Forza Horizon 2 and 3 emulator.
Oh, yes, you can spin your nubs. Look at that. Huh?
I
I
don't
don't know.
think
I've seen bands nubs. They're just yours are just
Mine-
not as impressive.
mine are too big
Hey.
to do that.
This is a good size. This is a good size for spinning. Okay,
I can't
Um,
do that.
let's do some unboxings. Let's enough silly
Wait,
news.
I don't have a box.
Well,
Just-
we're not going to
just-
talk about the skibidi.
Just grab something e-waste quickly.
Oh,
Not doing
I'll
the
go get it. I'm
micro
on it.
video again. My micro is out tomorrow. Talk about that. Not this. What are we talking about? Oh, I know. Let's just unbox this real quick. So 8BitDo released, this is from the Acne store, who sent this over for review. They released this new Ultimate 2C wireless controller that is in the style of Black Myth Wukong. It's 2.4 gigahertz Bluetooth and USB. Let's see what's inside.
What's in the box?
It's a beautiful controller.
Oh yeah, you
Rob,
already
Rob
opened.
already unboxed it.
It's beautiful.
Dang it, Rob.
Oh no. Let's see. How's this work? How's a box cutter work?
Magnets, how do they work?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, good.
I love when they put those little foamy covers on the analog sticks.
Ooh, that is fancy.
They're nice little protectors, honestly.
Get that out of there, and here we go.
Very nice.
Okay. So this is a 2C. I never used a regular 2C before, so this lightweight. You got clicky L1 and R1. You have M1, M2 up there. Analog shoulders. The sticks, I'm assuming, are Hull, right? Let's take a look. What do we have here? 500 milliamp hour battery. Works with Android 9 and above. Thanks, Shem. I know nobody gets out of here. Get out of there.
I mean about the stick specifically.
I know. So you have 2.4 or Bluetooth mode on there.
Yeah, and it should be USB-C as well. It supports that as well.
USB-C, mushy rubber membrane buttons, and kind of a sexy design. This actually is going to match my Retroid Mini really well. Believe it or not, right? This is that same color. Okay, all right. The matte texture is nice. It's not like a grippy matte. It's kind of a little slippery, but
it's a greasy matte. That's what it is.
It's a greasy matte. Rob, what do you think? I know you have one as well.
Yeah, I do. I have mine right here. I like it a lot too. I love the red inside the sticks. I mean, it's a no for the price. I have nothing really beyond to say that it's 8-bit dough. It's good stuff.
It's going to be good stuff. It's available in the ACER store in our description if you're interested. And that's really about all I have to say right now. I'm going to test it out and report back if I have further thoughts. But these do look like Hull sticks. What's up, sir?
I just want to let you know this is now the second collaboration 8-bit do Ultimate C. The first one was the black and orange Viturer one.
I have that one as well. Yes.
Yeah, I have that one.
Very nice. Yeah, I have that over here. I need to show it soon.
They're just solid controllers. I mean, again, how much is this one? Like $45 US, I believe. Around that. Which, I mean, again, it's hard to go wrong with that. It's just they're solid. I agree with Ace in chat. He was saying how like the D-pad is like some of the best, and I'm like, he's right. The D-pad is really good on it.
I don't think it's as good as the 40XXV, but it does feel very good.
It's a very different feel though from the 40XXV.
It's a different type of feel. It's a little sloppier, a little looser feeling, but it has a satisfying pivot, clicky, like a quiet clicky pivot as you go through the directions.
It's clicky, so it's not that rubber membrane kind of feel to it. It's a little bit different.
I'm excited to take a look at the 8-bit dough for the Viturer though. I actually haven't unboxed that one yet.
They're both Ultimate Cs.
Well, I was going to save it all to do it all at once because I have a Viturer Pro video to do shortly. What's up, man? Hello, love you. Yeah.
Can I talk about a different controller, or will that violate your contractual agreement with the ACER store?
I think Agnes will be okay. Yeah,
I know where Shem's going. He wants that $200 Black Myth Wukong controller.
Yeah, so there's a iDigi Apex 4 Black Myth Wukong controller, and it is absolutely insane.
Oh, I've seen this.
I want to buy it, but I have a baby, so
I'm like,
do I need to buy it in your? Do I need to start buying the expensive controllers in your place?
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, I'll buy the crappy handhelds, and you can buy the expensive.
You guys are swapping places now.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I mean, he was the one who convinced me to buy an X51.
Ooh. Okay, so this is actually $34.99.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for this one, anyways.
That's
the Pal Kitty one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it has looks like an adapter that comes with it. And all right, and does have
this
Hall
is perfect for me.
Like,
100
I'm a big Black Myth fan.
1000 hertz bowling.
This is for the fan on a budget kind of thing. If you can't afford that $200 controller, this is the one you go for.
This is actually slightly different than the Viturer one, as that's the Ultimate C Bluetooth version.
This gives you a 2.4 option, which is cool.
So it's black and red if you want 2.4, black and orange if you want Bluetooth.
Bye, Retrog.
Goodbye, Mikolov.
See ya. Sell me your low key.
Well, that's all very well and good. Well, let's just move right along to a second unboxing real quick. This one is a little off the beaten path for us. I know we're a Retro Handhelds channel, but hey, you know what? We're looking to upgrade our faces for this podcast, and we want to look our best and brightest, and so we wanted to unify a bit, and so all of us here are going to be rocking these OBSBOT, sent for review from OBSBOT 4K webcams there, and a lot of AI technology in here and auto framing and stuff like that. And now you might not have noticed, but Rob and Ban already today have these cameras hooked up, and that's why their faces look just 11 out of 10. I don't know. What do you guys feel? So I haven't actually used this yet, but I'm going to do the unboxing part and show you guys off as the actual product.
Look how much detail you see in the back.
Yeah,
you can actually make out things in my shelf and all that stuff. It's nice.
I don't know if it feels any different.
Logitech stuff.
But I mean, maybe my background doesn't look fake anymore. I don't know.
It looks much better. Yeah. It just
now you just look fake.
It looks solid, but we're gonna have to see for me if it edges out my camera. I'm very happy. I've been happy with my camera because of the bokeh and all that. It's just the Sony ZV-1.
Oh, so there's bokeh stuff you can do. Like there's
Yeah.
software is
Out of
actually
town.
Nice.
Okay.
Their software's pretty
Well,
the software lets you switch between
we'll see.
different views as well, like
cool.
wide,
Yeah,
medium,
it's
narrow.
pretty nice.
oh really?
These
Yeah,
are
I
cool.
can actually.
Let's
I can do
unbox
that.
it. I want to see how big this thing is and kind of see all
The
about
stand
it.
is really cool on it too.
There's a
It's-
stand.
Yeah, so it's magnetic, which is pretty neat.
Eh.
So you can like pop it off really quickly, and you know if you want to take it with you, like a GoPro kind of thing.
Right.
pretty cool.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's a little more light in here.
Yeah, I was impressed
Wait,
by the software.
what in the
software's
world?
actually pretty solid.
It's teeny tiny. Look at this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You
Yeah.
didn't
What in the
know?
world? I didn't know it was that tiny. No, I thought it was. I mean, my camera here, my Sony is huge, and this is little itty bitty. That's really cute. I like the feel of it. Like, I wish I had some buttons. This could be like a fidget toy or something. Okay, let's just.
It's
let's
a
just
nice
take off.
colorway.
Oh,
And
he's
it matches
feeling
my
it.
Retroid Mini and my
That's
Wukong
the-
controller.
That's the color I got.
Same.
God. Nice. Look at that.
Rob definitely should have gotten the light blue one.
So this has a stand. Oh, and it's magnetic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So just magnets,
yeah, it's got
Magnets?
magnets.
How do they work?
dude. Upside down, no problem. Magnets, yes. You have USB-C on back and 5-volt, 0.5 amps. I don't know what else to say about this. I guess I just clip it on top of my monitor, right? And just
Does it have a battery or is it just cabled?
It's just cabled.
I think it's
Okay.
cabled.
USB-C. Yeah.
I'll go back to my other screen there and do the overhead cam. Look at what's in the box.
You know, it's sad when this company has better software than Logitech, who's been doing webcams for what, like 3 decades now.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's just
The
kind of
Logitech
mind-blowing to
also
me.
just like totally abandoned the webcam game like 2 decades ago. So
It's
The
true. I
Brio.
bought the
Brio was
camera I was
okay.
using prior to this. I got it during COVID, and it's like,
Same.
how are they
Ooh,
selling this in
what's this?
2020? This thing is like
Yeah.
feels like it came from the 90s.
yeah,
So this is just an adapter, right? So you have your USB-C to A adapter.
yeah.
Yep.
Cool. And looks like you have your app option here as a QR code for Apple and Android. Is that right? Or for Windows and Android? What does this say?
Come on. He can read.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
It doesn't
reading.
say.
Ah.
OBSBOT 2 magnetic mount.
Read it for him.
Yes, please help me.
I can't
I'm in
read.
trouble
Sorry.
today. Well, we know it works on Windows. And how
That
much
is
does
true.
this go for? Like $130 or so?
Yep. Or at least that's what it looks like.
Amazon. So it's in our
Sounds
description if you're
fast.
interested. How much? Sorry?
129.
It is 129. Okay. So you can get it direct from them or you can get it from Amazon. We have a discount code right now that takes a little bit more off the price in our description. If you're interested in this, it's a very AI powered 4K webcam. If it does replace my main webcam for me, I might switch to just not having this style DSLR camera anymore because this is so tiny and I can take it on the go for like my laptop when I'm going traveling and stuff and going to conventions. I can just use this as my webcam and do the podcast on the road a little bit more easier.
One thing that's nice is that if you look at the bottom of it, it does have a webcam mount on it as well.
It does.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so it has a little like thing right there.
I was actually able to mount that for recording video of my desk.
I wish that it was a separate.
the Cemu phone.
I wish it was a separate camera that I could just take pictures with too. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be cool.
I-
See, what's
I-
nice?
think you probably don't want to be doing that.
No. What's nice is like I could just like reach up and just grab the camera off of its mount so easily.
And just
But
take
it's
it with
like-
you. So,
Yeah, but it's also like so sturdy on the magnetic mount.
yeah. Mount me.
far. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
That.
One thing I've noticed so far with using it is that the video is really good, but after a while you notice it starts to get pretty warm.
Oh, it
Though-
does. But does
though-
that matter? Because you're not.
Yeah, you're not usually just grabbing your webcam.
What don't you like about it? How about that? What's your critique?
Honestly,
Not
right
for-
now, one of the things I've had trouble with for one video was getting the focus right, but I think I got that taken care of by now.
What do you do? Is like you put a
That's not fair
handheld
to the camera though.
for us.
No.
Though, put
Sonic
a
can't come in
handheld.
the background.
Right, but put a handheld in front of it real quick. Let's see how fast the auto zoom works for it. And
Okay.
we're actually gonna need him on the screen. There we go.
That went pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
good.
that was fast. How does it handle reflections though?
What, like that?
Yeah. And then it starts to get a little.
There it goes.
It's pretty responsive. You used it stealth mode wise in one of your recent videos too, and I know the
Two.
embargo was up at before that. Anyway, so you're good there. But it looked really high quality in that footage. Which one
Yeah.
was that for? The CB408?
CB408. Yep.
Skibidi.
Yeah, solid. Okay, so maybe we can use this for content and for actual like overhead stuff too.
I also like the little gimbal that it has, so you can move the camera.
Wait, it
just-
has a gimbal?
well, like in the software.
In the software.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
it can do like a wide angle. It can do like a more zoomed in
Oh.
image.
It does not work. It does not work as well with streaming. Okay.
Yeah, it's not super smooth on the streaming version of it, but I'll have to play around with
Man's
it.
face is blurrier than mine.
All right, well, you guys are getting me excited to play around with a webcam, which I never thought I'd say in my life. For me, it's always been like, does it work? Does it show my face? And does it have a little bit of bokeh for that chef's kiss of
I mean, I only
not my
use it
background?
for this, to be fair. So I can't say I have a whole lot of critiques on it right now. It's doing what it needs to do. I mean, I'm here. You see my face, so
Then we're good.
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, with that, I think let's chat with our buddy Shem. Man, how are you doing? Are you awake yet?
I was until the webcam segment.
There. Well, hopefully we didn't put everyone to sleep at home. But hey, we're going to look a little better now on the podcast, hopefully. And so it'll benefit everybody in the end. So you have been taking a little bit of a breezy break from the channel, right? As you had a child and baby, but you were down to come hang out and talk with us, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily like I'm taking like a formal break or anything, but I'm,
Sure.
putting my family first. And
Good.
yeah, both, looking after a child and making videos. So I've been slowly working on content. But, there are more important things right now.
I would have to agree. Does it feel nice to kind of take a break from the e-waste cycle a little bit?
No, not really. No,
Pine
I'm really
for it.
wound up about it, to be honest. I'm probably
Really?
stressed about it.
Can I send you anything? Is there anything you need? Is there something that would make you happy?
A V90 would be all right.
Do you want
Deal.
Band's E6 Plus?
Oh, I'll send you that.
No.
Yeah. Ah,
Yours, no problem.
I do wish I got one of those gold GKD pixels, but I don't know. I ended up getting an empty Miu Mini Plus case in the mail instead.
No. So, not to get you too excited, but I do have a gold. I did track down one gold GKD pixel that I have on the way.
Oh, wow.
I'm trading someone for a green. I bought a green from Retro CN, and I'm going to swap it for someone who wants the green, and they're going to give me their gold. I don't know if I even need this thing to begin with. I just really wanted to see it in gold, and so I'm saying is maybe we could work something out there.
Sure. If you want the green again, I'll trade you my green for it.
I like the green. I want to see that gold in person for some reason.
Yeah,
I
me
have to
too.
at least see it and feel it and touch it and know it. And
But right
Can
now
you
I have.
imagine whipping that thing out in public, like a gold handheld,
like Gucci,
so
just
yeah.
like
look at like that bling that guy's got.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
even the green one like draws so much attention. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I have like a brown leather Sony Ericsson like wrist strap on mine right now, so I do kind of like the green because it matches that.
Okay. All right. Well, more to come on the Pixel, but also your channel. You recently celebrated a milestone, did you not?
Yeah, I did. I passively reached 15K, which is very
Yes!
nice. Thank you,
Yeah!
everyone.
Well deserved.
Love that.
It's been
Yes.
a long time running. I've really, even before the baby came along, I was kind of like dragging my heels because my stuff kind of got a little too many controllers, too many like weird
Yeah.
stuff.
You got deep in it.
Yeah, but you know, it's fun, and you know, to be honest, I just like doing what I do, and regardless of whether it's successful or whatever.
Yeah.
That's stern but fair.
Yeah.
Definitely have some good ideas when I come back. I'm currently working on a lot of like DIY and like modding videos, so it's a bit different. So I have a
You
Switch
build
Lite.
stuff a lot.
Yeah, like a Switch Lite reshell, which the video is really good because I absolutely totally screw the entire thing up. And it's got a cameo from a friend of all of ours. And then I almost building a special PS2, the PS2 Ultra Slim, which
I still remember when your tweet like went viral on that thing.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think I got so many like 1,000 retweets or something, and it's not even my project, but the scope of that is just going crazy. Like it was originally just going to be like the project as is, and now it's got wireless controllers inside. It's got I'm putting the retro gem on it, so we'll have HDMI out. And I'm also planning to remove the controller and memory card ports and make it even smaller. So it's going to be like this tiny little thing that plays PS2. So super excited to do that.
Please come back on the channel and the show here to share with us when you have that, so we can poke and prod at it and gush a little bit.
Yep, absolutely, I will do. As for my next actual review is going to be the Vitur XR glasses, which, you know, I think a lot of us got those, but they're so good. If you want to absorb educational content like documentaries or courses or classes, you should use XR glasses. It's freaking awesome. It's like you get it beamed directly into your brain, no distractions.
Yeah, well,
really good.
I haven't tried it for that use case. That's actually really interesting.
It's really good. That's like what I've been using them for.
Is it the Vitur? Do you pronounce it Vitur or Vitur?
I have no idea. I was going to ask, but
I think it's Vitur, but I'm just so used to Vitur, like feature. Do you have the Pro, those new Pro units, or do you have the Lite? Or
I've got the Pro. I'm kind of sad though. The Pro doesn't have the thing where you can resize the screen, which is kind of a shame.
Really?
But man, like the screen is unbelievable. I mean, I'm not going to review them on this podcast, but like,
sure,
it's a really, really good experience. Like,
I mean,
I never thought I would like something like this. But
you're getting me stoked to like unbox and start filming with it because I've yet to touch it. So yeah, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna try documentaries, maybe music documentaries, even see what the speakers are like.
I could just see what Stubbs' video title is gonna be now.
You know me too well. Well, cool, man. I know some people here had questions for you. Actually, they were really stoked that you're coming on the show. I think people have really missed seeing you around. And let's just get to a few questions for you. RetroBreeze from RetroBreeze, you just said you're here first, and that was correct. You're the first in the live chat.
That was like 12 hours ago.
It was. I was very surprised. Like 4 a.m. for me.
Amazing.
Now it's 4 a.m. for you. Michael Benny wants to know, after building your own console with the RK3588, do you have any insight into why other systems based on that SoC, the Gameforce Ace, have not caught on?
No. No, so just kidding. I was going to expand. No, not really.
Okay.
I do kind of want a Gameforce Ace though. There's I forget who it is. There's one of my Japanese friends on Twitter or X has one and kind of like loves it. And I feel like it's the kind of thing I'm going to really like, just like the Hella.
Oh yeah, it's janky. You'll like it.
Yeah,
it's very janky.
But no, I'm not sure. I mean, I think the 3588 is a really good performer, but I think it is pretty expensive. So I don't think we're ever going to reach like 3566 levels of prices with that chip.
No, probably not. Yeah.
No. Yeah. That one, the Gameforce Ace, was unfortunately one I never got around to reviewing because it was just sort of dead in the water before I even had a chance. And I heard the software was just so bad on it that it wasn't really worth it. And I regret not spending a little more time on it though.
Don't
Hmm.
worry, I'm spending time with it for you.
So there you go. Stay tuned for Ban's thoughts.
Just send it to me
I
when
have
you're done.
Eric's
Ben.
unit. I
Um,
bought it off
so-
of him.
I'm kind of having my own weird issues with the Game Force Ace, and it's kind of been because I've been using Rocknix with it instead of Android.
Oh, a little
Mhm.
better.
But I noticed that I downloaded a bunch of games off of Portmaster,
Hmm.
and then because it's been running and heated up for so long, when I started to play games,
Yeah.
I started getting like white vertical
Oh, no.
lines across
Ah,
the screen.
Jank.
Now, I gave
Alright.
it some time, and when I
Uh-huh.
came back to it, I didn't have that issue at all.
Oh,
So it's just like, if you're gonna push it, maybe give it a break before you before you actually play it.
Wow,
I,
you might be the first person that has had issues with it.
Wow.
You're really
Never
selling it to
heard
me.
of
I
this.
should really get one.
we need to do this right now. Unfortunately, Game
white-
Force kind of went out of business, as I understand it. Filed for bankruptcy.
he made the bankrupt. He said bankruptcy on April Fools. He said he went bankrupt on April Fools.
Oh no! Wait. So was it a joke?
Nobody knows what's hurt from him since.
Oh no! Oh no!
The biggest April Fool.
That's outdone my April Fool's game for sure. And I have
I'm-
got some doozies.
You do the April
No.
Fool of I'm quitting YouTube, and then you actually just leave for 3 months.
I tell you, you can't make some of this stuff up. It's just
Oh, that's not good. That's not good timing. That's just not good timing. Okay, well, very good, very good. What else? Thanks for your question, Michael, Benny, Digital Jedi would like to know what your favorite aftermarket controller is, or for the panel, that question about their favorite non-popular device.
Hmm.
Huh?
Okay, well, favorite aftermarket controller is the FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro, and before that it was the Vader 3 Pro. For me, the FlyDigi controllers are just they're the best.
The
they're
best. I haven't.
the best.
I need
haven't
to
used
try
those.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I watched
really
your video
freaking good.
review on Shem. It was
Yeah, it's really freaking good. Like it's stupidly good. It has
Okay.
a 1000 hertz polling rate wireless.
Really?
It's
Is this on your
insane.
channel if people wanted to watch it?
Yes, yeah. So I have an Apex 4 review. I've also reviewed, Vader 4 Pro review. I've also reviewed
Yeah.
the Apex 4, which is a whole nother ball game. You should check it out. It's wild. And Team Retro has that now. And
No
I
way.
sent it to him. And I also have the Dire Wolf 2, which is their ultra budget option. It's like $25. Supreme for the price. Absolutely awesome.
Okay.
So
I
that's
think-
for favorite non-popular device. Mine is the AYANEO Loki Max for sure.
Really? You and Dan are two peas in a pod on that Loki
It's-
Max.
I
It
love
is a
the look
really
of that.
nice handheld.
Oh,
That's
all three of
why I
you?
bought it.
I literally
It's
cannot
nice.
I cannot
like
stop
it.
playing the Loki Max. I keep trying to sell it or like trying to like get something
Yeah.
different. I just can't.
You can't do it. Oh,
I just
Ban,
can't,
look at
like-
Ban.
It's so good. It's so freaking good.
Well,
My
there
next
you go.
X86 will be the OrangePi Neo, but until then, yeah, the Loki Max is so good.
I totally understand that because I'm going through the same thing of
really?
please let me find something to replace it with.
Well,
Right
what
now
about-
it's the One X Fly, and I still don't think it's gonna beat it.
Yeah.
okay.
I think for me, like a 7-inch or bigger screen handheld will beat it for me, but
Mhm.
I mean, just the controls and the portability. Like, I actually take the Loki Max with me when I
Same.
leave the house, which
Yeah.
I would never do with the Steam Deck. It's so good, so freaking good. I
Okay.
want to play it now.
Oh, well, I know if you're interested, including myself, there was one for sale for like 375, $400 in our Discord right now for
Pretty
a
good.
black Loki Max. I think it even has some upgrades, but there's one on our marketplace if you really want that Loki Max. I've been talking myself out of buying x86. I really want a 1X Fly personally, but I'm like, I have the Steam Deck, I have the Claw, I have the Ally X. What would that do for me? I know the joysticks are heavenly on the Max. I remember that. 6800U, that's nice. But that screen is a little smaller. It's the 6-inch Odin 2 screen, right? Or Odin screen.
Yeah, that's right. And that's its biggest flaws. Sometimes it's just too small for a PC.
Okay.
I
which
agree.
it is what it is. But
I don't know. I might pick one up at some point again.
I kind of want to get a Legion Go because that 8-inch screen is like really appealing to me.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's it's expensive.
It is, unless again we have some deals in the Discord right now for the Legion Go. I got one from Band today, and that screen is gorgeous. It is beautiful, but I accidentally keep pressing buttons all over the controller. There's a bunch of extra buttons on the back. I'm clicking out of stuff. It's very
I
awkward
don't like
with
the controllers either.
I'm very awkward with the
Yeah.
device.
Yeah.
So I'm not
The
sold on
screen's
it.
great. I love that it has a kickstand. Like that's definitely appealing to me.
Mhm.
But
Current
controls are not.
Currently, my favorite 3D printed mod for the Legion Go is one where you can just replace their controllers with literal Joy-Cons.
Right?
Nice.
That's really cool.
It's so stupid looking, but at least you're not pressing things accidentally.
Well, and I would say then, yeah, sorry. And then for my answer, I guess, I don't know, probably the MSI Claw right now. I know nobody likes that device, but it's one of my favorite devices of all time.
That's good.
Yeah, just for the speakers. Great question. Also, late question for the live stream tonight. In honor of the 25th anniversary of Dreamcast, what's your favorite Dreamcast game?
For me, it's boring, but probably just Sonic Adventure. I just love that game. Like whenever I play through the whole game, like when you start going through like the ancient ruin levels, and there's a scene where like you run through a tunnel, and then you come out on like a cliff, and you can see like the jungle and like sunset. Gets me every time. Love it. So good.
There's so much zen and flow that happens in that game.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's one I want to beat too.
You gotta beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Dreamcast. That console's so near to me.
And also, Team Retro would like to know, why are you like this?
Because I am sleep deprived.
Yeah, he's a new dad.
He's a new
Love.
dad.
Leave me alone.
That is the most fair answer.
And Aish wants to know best Dragon Ball Z arc.
Frieza. It's so good. It's so freaking good. And Frieza's the best villain too.
That's what I hear. I haven't watched a bunch, but
oh, actually, Troy said.
Dreamcast.
Sorry, Troy said Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast. Man, Soul
definitely
Calibur.
up there.
It's like a perfect game. Perfect game.
I'm over here in the corner.
There's many perfect games on Dreamcast.
I'm the only one here who loves C-Man. So.
Metropolis Street Racer. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So many.
Toy Commander. I
Toy
thought was
Commander's
fun.
great.
Yep.
Metropolis.
I love Jet Set Radio is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Jet Set Radio.
Cosmic
Features.
Smash. Cosmic Smash stuff.
Cosmic Smash. Rob, I watched your video. I watched you call
Power
me out in your video about Cosmic Smash, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Did you guys see
I
that
watched your
the
videos.
new Capcom Fighting Collection has Power Stone 1 and 2? Like the
Really?
first time since the PSP
Nice.
ports.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like, hey, Capcom remembers they have those games. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the new
Oh, Shenmue?
406V.
Seaman?
might be-
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Seaman's so good. I love playing
Yeah, love
games where I'm just
Seaman.
constantly insulted by a fish. So good.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. So awkward. That was a disturbing game. You can.
He
talk
will
to the
not
fish.
accept my name. So whenever I play that, my name's David, which is my middle name.
So
Yeah, Band's got a good choice there. Metropolis.
Yeah,
Street
Metropolis
Racer.
Street Racer. Yep.
If
Hey,
I'm-
fun fact
if
about
people-
Metropolis Street Racer
Yeah,
is
Project Gotham Race.
Project Gotham. Yeah, that's true.
They're the same studio.
And actually, did you guys see that Tokyo Extreme Racer is coming back?
Really?
way.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good. I love that.
Yeah.
Good 20 years since the last
Yep.
one.
Dreamcast has some
but-
nostalgia. Yeah.
Fun fact for Metropolis Street Racer: it has the same composer as Sonic R, which is Richard
Mhm.
Jacques, also did Mass Effect, I believe, and also
Wait, doesn't
many
he do
other
the Jet
games.
Set Radio music too? I feel like.
some of it. He did some of
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then,
I heard the name before. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the singer of many of the songs in Metropolis Street Racer is the same as in Sonic R. So a lot of the music
Ooh.
in Metropolis Street Racer is like a spiritual successor to Sonic R. So you know they're bangers, all of them. And
I like
also,
that
a
style,
lot
yeah.
of them are from Sonic 3D,
Oh,
which is like song versions of Sonic 3D music, which is kind of strange.
This
It makes me
actually
so
looks
bummed to see Metropolis because they went on to make Project Gotham Racing, and then they also made Blur. I don't know if anybody remembers that racing
Nuh-uh.
game.
Yeah, Blur
It's
was cool.
It's like a Mario Kart but with real cars sort of thing. It's really
Really?
cool.
Twisted
I
Metal.
think
that studio's gone now because so it's a bummer. That's why we haven't got a new Project Gotham Racing. The studio's gone. So yeah, it sucks.
I like how Metropolis Street Racer forces you to be good at the game, or it doesn't let you pass the tutorial. The tutorial is so freaking hard.
No,
that game is hard.
it looks
It's hard, but it's fun.
It looks
Yeah.
surprisingly high resolution for its time too.
Dreamcast
that's
was
good.
amazing. I mean, you had VGA output, so like
Mhm.
you had really good picture quality on the Dreamcast. Much
This
better
looks-
than the PlayStation 2.
This looks like very,
Yeah.
very fun. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Good question. And also, Mikey wants to know, Shem, are you still working on your 3D printed handheld concept with the clicky joystick?
First of all, I never would have got off the ground on my YouTube channel without Mikey's support. And I don't mean that in like a small way. Like Mikey was one of my biggest and earliest supporters, and it means the world to me. So thank you, Mikey. Super glad
that's
to see he's got linked up with RH.
Yeah,
My
thank
highest
you for-
possible recommendation.
We
Amazing
asked you,
guy.
we're like, is this guy crazy or is he cool?
Yeah.
And you were like, I can give him my highest vouch ever. You know,
Yeah.
he's the best, and he has been the best, man. He's just
Yeah. And I didn't know who you were talking about until I saw Sax in the name, and I was like, oh, that's Mikey. Yep.
well. Thank you for letting us borrow him on our channel
so-
a bit.
As for my project, yeah, in theory, I am. Actually, so last I left that handheld, I had destroyed my Radster Zero board because I'm stupid. And they weren't really for sale anymore in an easy way. So I was going to replace it with a Raspberry Pi, but actually Radster reached out and told me they'd send me a new one. And I never replied.
That's cool.
Oh, Well.
But I really want to continue it. And, the actual, all the hardware is working and ready to go, even the battery circuit and stuff. So all I
Yeah.
need to do is throw a SBC in there and then figure out the shoulder buttons. And shoulder buttons are holding me up on all of my handheld projects right now. But yeah, definitely, for sure. And the clicky stick works great. And I will get to it for sure. I think actually going forward, I really want to spend a lot more time on DIY stuff because I love doing that. So yes.
You're really good at it, and it's always fun for us to talk about your projects. We always kind of gush a bit when you got something new in the cooker. Thank you, Mikey Sachs. I think that's all the immediate questions we had for you. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? We're not going to stay too much longer, but just anything you really wanted to cover, kind of promote, chat about.
I guess the only thing is I think people shouldn't sleep on the OrangePi Neo. It's actually
Right.
at Berlin this week. What's the conference in Berlin? And
IFV.
IFA.
Yeah.
IFA. That's right.
Yeah, and so they're
I
there.
didn't
and
realize
they're
they were
showing off-
they were there. That's good to know.
Yeah, and so if you're there, you can email them for a hands-on. And the OrangePi Neo, I think, is one of the only interesting x86 handhelds coming out because they're building their software. So it runs on Manjaro, but it's a new build of Manjaro called Manjaro Gaming Edition. So it has an immutable OS, which means you cannot screw it up, which, if you're a Linux user, you can screw it up easy. You can't, just like the Steam Deck, you can't really screw it up. And you can actually download, I think, an alpha of Manjaro Gaming right now on, your PC or whatever. But there's a lot of interesting stuff. And if you go to the Manjaro Linux YouTube channel, they have tons and tons and tons of videos on this handheld, and basically nobody is talking about it. They have tons of videos on what it can do, on its software, on how they're making stuff work. And the Manjaro team has documented like everything. So they're telling you what libraries they're using to make the controls work, to make the touchpads work, all this stuff.
Nice.
And it's really interesting. So I definitely recommend people go take a look at that because it's really, really cool stuff.
Okay, so OrangePi Neo. I know that's one I really wanted to take a look at Computex, but I could never meet up and track them down. But they had one there, and you could make an appointment. But it was like very much sort of backdoor sort of thing.
Yeah, I think they're still keeping quite a bit of it under wraps, but it looks really nice. It actually looks kind of a lot like the the Retroid Pocket 5 because it's got that glass front look.
Yeah, it has that kind of look to it.
Yeah.
And the hardware looks just damn sexy.
Yeah.
And I think we have some images that might be floating around. I know we have at least one article on our website about it at some point.
Yeah, there's tons of
So
like.
they actually have updated this, specs. It looks like there.
Though they do. What's the chip in this again?
It's
I think
the
it's still 7840U, right?
Okay, 7840U.
No, they are swapping it out. Okay.
8840U.
There's
higher end.
two models.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
there's
the high
78
end
and
model.
78. Yeah.
Okay.
Which probably the 78 is fine because it's Linux and it doesn't really benefit from the 88 right now, at least.
Yeah, because
But-
it's just a GPU bump, right? on that
I think
88.
that base model will be really
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so like the Manjaro blog, and if you go to the Manjaro YouTube channel right now, there's just so much content, and they've got like a hour-long just gameplay preview of playing like Star Wars something or other. But it's really cool stuff, so I really recommend people take a look at it. And that's pretty much it, I think. Other than that, I'm fairly preoccupied and disconnected from other stuff. But definitely keep an
Enjoy
eye.
it,
You know,
though.
yeah,
you
for
know.
sure. It's really nice, and you know, I've got time off work, so I should take time off my other work too.
You should. You really should. I mean, it's all about family and about just those important moments in life. It doesn't have to always be consumer electronics and everything we talk about.
Yep.
But it does. But we're nerds and we get excited about this stuff. Like we're beyond nerds. We're kind of like, I don't know. What do you call us? What do you call us? We have the sickness, anyways.
Hoarders.
Yeah.
So we're hoarders.
Nerdful.
Yeah, we're just tinkerers. We're tinkerers and hoarders, somewhere in between. But there's a lot of love, and so I both enable us and respect. I respect the hustle. So check out RetroBreeze, everybody. Let's get him up to 20K. 15K is a milestone. Let's see 20 on
I'm
this
glad
channel.
you said 20K, because if we get at least 5,000 views on this video, then I expect that all 5,000 of those views go and sub to Shem,
Go sub to
because he
Shem.
deserves it.
He does.
Thank you
yeah.
so much. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. You know, obviously, I have some stuff going on that's amazing in my personal life, but I'm all in on RetroBreeze, and I want to make it everything I can possibly make it. I want to, I would love to be doing this full time and just like putting out the most obscure stuff you can imagine, the most incorrect opinions.
Yes.
I love doing it. It's great.
Subscribe to Shem at
Yep.
RetroBreeze. Oh wait, you're actually at RetroBreeze YT, right?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Subscribble, youtube.com/at RetroBreeze YT. He is at RetroBreeze YT, I believe, on all of his social accounts as well. So follow him there. And he has some of the most hottest takes on Twitter. I love waking up in the morning and reading Shem comments. Like you fire back at a lot of the outlets, and you just it's just even at us too, and it's great. I'm like I enjoy the back and forth. It's good, especially because we have differing opinions a lot of the time.
Did you guys see my Retroid tweet the other day?
Yes.
About review units?
Yeah, you were like how I act when I email the company versus how I act when I talk about it.
I've seen me relentlessly roasting Retroid on Twitter versus me
Yeah.
emailing them asking for review copies.
Yeah, where you're like, please review
Yeah.
unit, please. Why would they do this? How can they do this?
I love
Oh,
you,
no.
Andrew.
Thank you,
Andrew.
Andrew.
To emulator. Is it that one? Is it that
we
one?
already talked about this off the stream, Andrew.
That's
so,
what I woke up to this morning. That
Yeah.
beautiful tweet from Shem. Just
Subscribe. If
Perfect.
nothing else, subscribe to Shem's Twitter if you want to just
Please.
be entertained and follow the
yeah.
saga of his thoughts and opinions as he live tweets them at the brands.
Like I've said before, I try to keep my YouTube channel. I've tried to inject a bit more humor into it in general, but I try and keep it like really nice. My Twitter is where all the other stuff goes.
Yeah, your
So-
dark. It's your dark side. Which, by the
Yeah.
way, oh my God, rip. Rest in peace,
Oh,
James
yes,
Earl
James Earl
Jones,
Jones,
Darth
yeah.
Vader.
yes.
So many roles. Just salute because he was an original. But yeah, the dark side of Shem is expressed on Twitter, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Thank you.
There it is.
Was he James Earl Jones all along? That's what we want to know. The
Wait,
voice
didn't
is very
somebody ask
similar.
my favorite Star Wars movie in the chat?
Yes.
Because they were expecting like a snarky answer.
Uh,
But I'm better than that, and I'm just gonna say, I haven't watched them in so long. I don't know, and I won't ever watch them again. So that's my snarky answer. Probably like episode 3, because I love Anakin so much. He's so good.
episode 3.
Yeah,
Episode 3. That's your
Yes.
pick. Episode 3.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay, all right. Oh, wait, trilogy episode 3 or prequel episode 3?
Episode 3.
The one that's actually labeled episode 3.
Return of the Jedi. No, that's the only episode 3 we need. Come on. All right.
That's
Um,
episode 6.
Hey, now.
You guys want to know what I watched today?
What did you watch today?
I watched Star Wars. No, not Star Wars. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Was it good?
I think that is probably the worst movie ever made.
What about
Okay.
Madam
Okay, we
Web?
need Shem to start doing movie reviews now.
It is like the most. No, I don't want to insult anybody that likes that movie, but to me, it is the most bottom tier, garbage grade, just popcorn Hollywood. Like this European tour thing is just so garbage. That movie. I'm sorry, I need to stop, but that movie could have been any other superhero, and you wouldn't have known the difference. Just such a bad movie. Oh my god.
It's
bad.
I'm never going to
Amazing.
watch it, but it's good to know. And also, I heard that. Oh no,
No, not this
no,
one.
wait, not this
Far
one.
From Home. This
Far
one was
From
all
Home.
trash, but
Yeah, Far From Home wasn't good.
Madam Web, I heard, was even worse.
Worse. It's
But we'll
bad.
see. I haven't
you
seen
know what?
either
You
of
know
them.
what? I've been craving a good movie, and
Ah!
Craven the Hunter is coming out. That's gonna be great.
I think the Twisted Metal series surprisingly is good. I know a lot of people don't like it, and it starts off real slow, but it gets really good in the
That's
last
actually
few
pretty cool.
episodes of the
I actually
season. Like
kinda that, yeah.
when they actually become roadkill, they do all the car combat stuff. It was pulled off fairly well, and David Jaffe is a madman, but I'm a fan.
You wanna know? My thing about movies and TV is that you have a century of superior movies and TV to watch instead of anything released in like the last 10 years.
Correct.
So just do that.
Not wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, man.
Like,
especially,
literally, if you
70s, 80s.
Start in like the silent black and white era,
Yeah,
and just like go up to like, I don't know, you've got like Seahawk and all these awesome like pirate and swashbuckling movies, and then you've got like it just goes on, and we've lost it for sure.
okay. Well, check out some of those movies and some of Shem's recommendations, everybody. And
Oh,
we
wait,
are
Can I
actually
say one more thing? One more
Yeah.
thing. Okay, that just reminded me
All right.
because
What's up?
here's how my brain works with links. Okay, I was talking about old movies, and I talked about the Seahawk, which features Errol Flynn, very famous actor in pirate movies. He was also in a pirate movie called Captain Blood. And
Oh.
Captain Blood was the name of a cancelled game for Xbox 360, which is now being released on Steam. So you should go to
What?
Steam and check out Captain Blood. This is a completely cancelled game
Oh,
that's now coming back. But the thing is, the completed build of the game leaked ages ago, like years ago, and was fully playable. But now you can
that's
actually
incredible.
play it
Actually.
officially. So proper
Yeah.
like old school Xbox 360 game.
swashbuckling
Nice. This is
pirate life.
Yeah.
That's stern but fair.
Thanks, Zoo. Yeah, this looks decent. Definitely is that Assassin's Creed 2 era graphics, Xbox 360. But it also looks like it has some modern touches. Oh, I like the platforming,
It
the
does.
2D
I
platforming.
like how when you say modern touches, it cuts.
It cuts to it, I know. Okay.
Cuts right to the cleavage.
So game recommendation, everybody. Captain Blood, Xbox 360. Let's get some emulation going with this. Throw it on our Steam decks or something.
No, it's coming out on Steam.
It's actually coming out on Steam.
Yeah.
You listen to this man, what
Oh,
this
that
man
was a-
says. on Steam
Yep.
itself. No emulation needed. Fall 2024. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So
Let's
good.
do it. Okay, now we are going to end the show, everybody. We're going to end the live stream. Let Shem get some sleep or start his day. We're going to eat
I have
dinner
to-
because
My baby shift starts now.
baby shift
Oh.
is starting. Well, Red V90 soon. TM.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this episode to stay in the know. Spread the word for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks once again to I'll update this list very soon. I promise. Mikey's going to help me with that, he said. Anyways, everybody here, thank you so much, including all of the new patrons who I haven't had a chance to add yet. Your support means the world to us. Hop in our Discord to chat and play games. And join us on the next episode where we're going to have Mr. Russ from Retro Game Core on the show next week. We're going to have a Celeste-a-thon and play some games with him. We're going to start planning for CES 2025 as that's coming up here. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll see how this Retroid launch goes and catch up with Shem more when he has some more DIY stuff to talk about.
Yep. Retro Fun Tech, no.
No, Retro Fun
No.
Tech.
No,
No.
don't
No.
sleep when the baby sleeps.
Don't sleep. Yeah. No. You stay awake. Okay. Well, until next time, on behalf of Shem from RetroBreeze, Rob the Retro Tech Daddy, and Ban,
Good night, everyone.
take care of those handhelds.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Andy, and
watching.
take care of each other. Bye.